I traveled across the country for my PA school interview, and I was so nervous and excited at the same time, but honestly a little bit overwhelmed. So in this video, I'm going to share my entire journey, what I learned, and tips for anybody preparing for PA school interviews. I'm going to pack my suitcase. I'm getting there Wednesday. My flight is at 8 a.m. and my interview's on Thursday, and then I am flying back Friday evening. So I'm getting a rental car and everything. This is the first time I'm doing a trip like this alone for an interview, so quite excited but also nervous. Pack with me. I forgot that I had a meet and greet virtual meeting with a school that I'm waitlisted right now that I really want to go to. So I realized that it started at 5, realized that at 4, drove to this taco place, sped, picked up my tacos, ran over, put on a nice shirt, and just got off of Zoom. Right now it's 6:02. Morning. Fixing my heel in the car. Going to my interview. It is a little gloomy out, but it's fine. What time is it? Okay, I'm like really early, but I'm just gonna go anyways because why not? Done. Interview done. It was cool. Got to meet some people. Now I hope you enjoyed my little vlog of my PA interview. Now in this portion of the video, I'm going to be talking about some practical tips and just tips for your PA interview, whether you're traveling for or it's an area you are familiar with. So the first tip I have is get there early. It's always better to be safe than sorry. For me, it was an area I wasn't too familiar with, especially the parking situation and how to pay for it. I've never seen a parking system like that before, so I'm glad I did go early. So get there early to figure out parking or to make sure you know where you're checking into. The programs are really good at letting you know where to check in, and for me there were some signs letting me know where to go, which was really helpful. So get there early. The second tip I have is review the program's mission and their goal, like statement, before you go into your interview. So a lot of PA programs have very similar mission statements, but at the same time, some are very specific. So it's really important that you know about the program going into it as an interviewee. This really shows the program that it's not just an interview for you to get into PA school, but you can actually see yourself as a student and you're interested and invested as well. So this was really helpful for me. I did a little bit of research, dove deeper the night before and the day of in the morning, and there are some cool outreach events that I saw that they did annually. So during the Q&A, I was able to ask very specific questions on that and definitely show my interest as a prospect student. And third tip I have is be flexible just with yourself. Try to manage your emotions and your stress levels, especially if you're traveling for your interview. It could be a very unfamiliar setting. So make sure you give yourself some time and some flexibility, whether that's relaxing the night before, going out and eating and trying not to think about how overwhelming it could be. Just keep that in mind. Try to manage your stress and your emotions. Fourth tip I have, be yourself. I was super surprised that I was able to talk to a lot of the people from my interview group. I knew I could say hi briefly and like share some basic information, but I was so surprised, like you don't even understand. Everybody was so nice and so encouraging. There were a couple people that were really nervous and you could tell, and everybody at my table was so encouraging. And I was really taken aback because it was my first in-person interview, so I was already kind of nervous and I was trying to feel the vibe out, but everybody was so nice. So being able to like be open and be yourself and meet new people. I actually met somebody, like I made a friend there and later found out she's also going to the same school, so super excited about that. And just be yourself. And okay, now I want to share some super practical tips that I realized as I was traveling for my interview. So if you have an interview that you're traveling for, this is for you. So the first is be mindful of the time change. So for me, there was a time change, which I did know about, but as I was there and going to bed, waking up early, I realized how much it did kind of affect me, especially for the interview day. So consider that, like mind the time change. And second, pack a spare pair of clothing. So whether that's like business attire or extra pair of heels, anything you feel a little iffy about, just take an extra pair because it's always better to be safe than sorry. For me, I had a surprise, not a surprise, but a meeting that I kind of forgot about. So I didn't pack an extra blouse, so I just wore the same one that I was planning on wearing for my interview. But just in case you spill anything or anything happens, bring a spare pair of business attire. And also, third practical tip, give yourself enough time before the interview. And this is going early, kind of like what I mentioned previously. I went 30 minutes before, and this was enough time. And everybody was there already, so you won't be going too early. So just be early. Fourth, get rest. So sleep. I know you're nervous. I know you feel like you could be doing more research or practicing what you're going to say, and that's all good. But if you don't get enough rest, enough sleep, none of that matters. You want to be fully yourself, and in order to do that, you have to be in a good condition. So make sure you get rest. And my fifth practical tip is eat good food. I'm a foodie, as you can tell, and for me it was really important that I had good food before and after my interview because half of my trip was for food as well. So make sure you treat yourself in whatever way that looks like. Get a coffee in the morning or grab a snack after. So those are my practical tips. I hope this video was helpful or encouraging at least. I hope I was able to answer some questions that people don't really talk about. If there's anything else that you guys want to see, I would love to answer it. This is my third application or my third cycle that I got into PA school, so I know it's a really long journey and I feels like I went through a lot. So if you guys have any questions, I would love to answer it. I'm a very open book. So if you like this video, drop a comment or let me know what video you would like to see next.